Jibba 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 jabba. Jabba jabba jabba. Wait, did my dogs is this because of me? Jibba 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 jab. Okay, never mind. Just hearing things. I think you're fine. Alright, it's 8:28 in the morning. It's the 13th of November and I was just continuing watching or viewing J-Moji that's playing Super Mario Eclipse, sort of, or finishing it off because he's Worship Island. Where the heck this is?
Minefield Mayhem. Now this seems like a little more
Minefield
nightmare than the previous one.
Why does a battlefield? What?
Wait. Dark at 5 p.m. This is so booty. I agree.
It's like oh my.
Why do they call it that?
Is it the Mortress airship?
Let's go.
Do they explode? Visual. If you're a newcomer, or emoji. And by the way, I still do have the moth from last night, but I will be freeing it. It's still alive, because it's a big container, so it's not like it's gonna suffocate. Also, maybe just like to trust. Yeah, or trust be as afraid of moth. I don't know. Also, I've commented on 6 shorts videos today. So basically, what you see here, right, is a Jabby, or Deon, I think it's a Jabble. Let me look that up. Yeah, I think it is a Jabble. So a Jabble, excuse me. Well, for this creature, right, it is a young Jabby, which is supposed to be a young mosquito that basically is friends with Punio, which is supposed to be one of the main leaders of these adorable little bugs that lives in the great bugly tree. And for the ones that have not played Paper Mario that does your door, I highly suggest it since, well, 1, it's a great game. 2, it's pretty emotional. And 3, well, Chapter 2 might be a little bit dull, but if you like Pikmin, I highly suggest it. Also, half of my planners, they're interested in me doing another video about insects, right? I do have other videos though, but I'm just too lazy to download them because I don't want to go do all that stress. And I want to keep my videos as simple as possible because this notebook, again, is obsolete and I got, I think, 40 tabs opened. I'm sorry. I may screenshot more of the computer posts, and also I hope Cookies, Jack, and Myra are doing well because I noticed that those 3 weren't on the live stream. I just hope for the ones that have been viewing my videos, if you're not interested, okay, please do not feel hesitant to unsubscribe but don't return. Because I don't want to have any inactive users. Even though I'm sure everyone's lives are chaotic, similar to mine. Even though I don't really do anything or leave out the house. But I want to give an example about this adorable little mosquito, right? This young mosquito. Picture him being autistic, right? This is a little bit random. The reason I want to just view him as autistic is because, well, even though there's some mean autistic people, oh yes, absolutely. I don't want to name any names. Okay, Ian Russell. Those, well, one that needs to be in prison, Christian. And then, well, the other one that is in prison, Daniel Larson, right? They're not involved with this. No, at all. Okay? The Deon, you forgot to say how you did. Jabble, I believe? Jabble, yes. Jabble is, let's just say, he is the autistic version of a human being, right? Or of a mosquito. Because basically, a lot of people, they think that for us Aspies, I had to drink some orange juice. Please pardon me for that. Cannot interact with other human beings. Or better yet, interacting with others on people that they don't see as fit. If I could give an example, as someone that's in the spectrum, right? So many people, well, even though there are non-autistic people, I forgot what they're called, that can still befriend and being respectful towards those that do have special needs, even though I'm one of them. But let's just say for people that have Down syndrome or Tourette's, I could relate to them, right? And let's just say I'm just Jabble, okay, that tries to fit in with Jabbies, right? I should have did a side-by-side comparison, but whatever. It's really difficult for me to actually form friendships with people because I do have deep trust issues. Even though I am seen as harmless, or at least I do my best to be seen as harmless, and does his best to smile around people that he sees, you know, I don't really smile in public, but I would basically be viewed as a horrible human being, right? And just to put this in a gaming retro perspective here, the Puties, which I don't blame them, right? They don't like these jabbies, which are these mosquitoes that invade their home, right? Again, this is based off chapter 2. And let's just say this Jabble, okay, feels scared and left out because of how the way it's groomed by the jabbies that is not involved with them. Because the Jabble wants both of them to basically come together. It's like for me personally, I want both Ukraine and... Okay, sorry. Let's just say that of how us Americans do not like Mexicans, right? At least so I've heard, because of illegal immigration. However, though, as someone that does find Mexican men really attractive, for example, not just that, right? But did have some classmates that I would consider, I guess you could say, friends growing up Mexican. I don't see them differently, right? I'm sorry, this is running because I'm bored and I just want to get a beer out. Again, I don't know how well this is going to do. But let's just say that this job gets discriminated. That's because, well, it wants to have both different types of races living together, right? Equally and safe in the big tree. Let's just say by, I don't know, some evil presidents, because I know Mexican's president is pretty evil because of the drug cartel being involved. And no, for my Americans to love Donald Trump, right? That I've heard stuff about him, about the terrorists or, Epstein files or whatever. Again, I don't care about politics. I don't want to think about politics, right? It should not matter what country that you're from. As long as they basically live together, that's what's most important. So let's just say, since I'm an American, right? I'm, damn it. I can't do a good example. Let's just say that I would be considered as a puny. I'm not, right? Because I'm an American, but the Jabbies, they're considered as Mexicans because of how they're not felt as welcome, at least what I've seen on social media, right? So I've heard. And they basically are Jabbies, which are Mexicans that basically want to be considered as Jabbles, so that they basically live in this country safely. Vice versa, for us Americans, maybe we want to be Jabbies as well, right? To basically speak the Spanish language, to basically respect that their culture there as well, like Day of the Dead or the Catholic religion, etc. Just to name a couple things, right? And it just gets old of how we basically would just mistreat someone just because of the way they look. And as someone that does have paranoia, that does have clinical depression, that does have suicidal thoughts, right? I should have done this earlier because, again, I'm a bit tired and I feel a bit lazy. That's why I'm not talking clearly. Like, I'm just saying something randomly just to get out of my system. I've always had difficulty forming connections with people because being in the spectrum, right, it's difficult because I cannot read social cues. And yes, I suppose you could say that I am socially underdeveloped. I do not speak properly. I cannot really give eye contact to people. I get really nervous really easily. And, especially since I was selectively mute, which I think I kind of am, which means I cannot really talk around other people. It's like I'm deaf, but in the mouth, right? It's so difficult. I have old videos as proof that it's so hard for me to even speak up. I'm not doing this on purpose. I just do not know how. Right? You can kind of see the way I talk. So, it's just something I just wanted to share randomly because I think it's like an adorable insect apartment that I was in. And yes, I do want to move back. Literally, if I could. I really want to, right? And also, I am 4 weeks away from not only my next birthday, but also being 16 months clean, right? Because I want to count down since it is the 13th. Well, currently I am. Deon, yeah, because it's still the morning. So this would be 28 going on 27, right? Or days left. I might just put like a number in the corner. But I thought this would be something fun and random. I just want to share it because I know this video is not really that interesting, right? But I just wanted to share this since I do love Paper Mario, at least the first 3. Because those are the only ones that I actually played. Also, the Super Mario movie is awesome. And basically, Rosalina, though, epic space mama. Okay? I'm sorry, that sounds weird. I don't know. I try to be a little bit corny. I'm really bad at it. But, the same way that people like sex, I would never understand it because I don't like it. Right? Because I'm a spade. But yeah, that's something I just wanted to share on my system. And I just want to say, if you ever did subscribe to this video, feel free to add a ladybug or a mushroom emoji. And of course, my Instagram, even though I'm not active on them. Well, I got two of them, right? But I'll just share just the main one. It will be in the description. Deon Garth, of course. And of course, for the man that doesn't mind the Nolly thing, I'll just say that once more, okay? I hate bringing that up. Because I feel guilty doing so. It'd be the Luffy Fanman 30 thing. You know, because I always wanted to see if I could just date a boy that could do the yoga thing, right? I know that sounds weird. Because, again, being in the spectrum, right? Again, from a Jabble's perspective, it's really difficult just to feel that you're out of place because you always feel that you have to mask and being someone else that you're not, just for basically another human being's approval, right? And also, especially since I'm a geek and I do love geography and, well, studying new languages, you know, even though that's not a problem. You know, sometimes I always thought that I'm dull to be around with because I thought people just don't like to be around me or that I'm always irritating. Also, one thing I want to share about myself very quick, right, from a Jabble's perspective, I have avoidant personality disorder. I guess you could say I self-diagnosed myself with that because it's basically someone that wants to socialize, but they are afraid of rejection, right? Afraid of being just made fun of. Also, I had a couple adults in the past that would ask for my phone number. Again, I'm not the one that asked. They did. And even though I guess something must have came up in their lives, even though it does hurt at the same time, they never messaged me back. I never know why. Also, I wish I actually had some donations so I could get my darn phone fixed, or at least a charger port. But again, I don't want anyone to feel pressured. I thought this video may be like a little bit fun. I'm sorry, I wish I could go in more detail. I'm just a bit tired, and I just hope that everyone's having a great November so far. And I think I applaud so much for being so supportive towards me, especially that incident that I had last night, right, of the moth that I basically captured. Yes, I have motophobia. It's an actual phobia, a fear of moths, right? Even though it's a small one. It hasn't died yet. It's just moving all over the place. Again, it's a small moth. But I'm going to free it whenever, well, I'll live stream later this afternoon. But other than that, I'm probably just going to get a bowl of honey Cheerios unless we're out. Because I think my mother's boyfriend likes eating that, which is great that he does. And I guess I can see all of you till then. Also, I want to ask one weird question. If you were reincarnated, okay, yes, what insect would you would reincarnate to?